Hello again, this is Gail with Paparazzi with Gail. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what Paparazzi has done for me and what it means to me. My husband and I, when we got married, we were talking about doing, opening up some kind of a business, being, business owners. And so we decided that we were looking around and stuff. We're like, I don't know if I really want to open a brick and mortar business, because then you're tied to four walls. You're tied to this thing. You can't do the things you want to do. And my husband and I were empty nesters. We have grown children. They live on their own, do their own thing. And we love to travel and we love to do things. And it's really hard to do that when you have a business. So I came across Paparazzi and I thought, this might be something. Let me kind of play with this for a little bit. So I did a couple of online parties, and then I did a home party. It was a girls' night out. It was a blast. We had like 40 ladies there, and we just had so much fun. And I got to thinking, I think this might be something for me, because there's no quotas. I don't have to hold so many parties a week. I don't have to sell so much in a week. The pressure is not there. It's kind of what I want to do with what I want to do with it. And at the time I started selling Paparazzi, I had thought to myself, I was working another job. I had my full-time daytime job. And I thought to myself, when am I going to have time to do this? Because I manage and I have employees, and I work 40 plus hours a week, and I'm on call 24/7. I work every other Sunday. I go into the office. When am I going to have time to do this? So I thought this would probably be the best, because then there's no pressure on me for my upline to do this, do that. You got to hold this many parties and you got to sell them to this many people. It's not like that at all. The company doesn't keep track of what you do. Those are personal goals for you. If you want to hold a certain amount of parties, or if you want to sell a certain amount of pieces, that's your own personal goal. So I thought, I think I could do this. And I'm so glad that I did, because my position, my full-time job, my day job, daytime, nighttime, weekend job, I was contracted in. My company was actually out of Tennessee, and I live and work in Washington State. And I was contracted in, and every year they renewed the contract, and I knew one of these days I'm going to get a phone call and my contract isn't renewed, and then what am I going to do? And back before I was remarried, I was thinking, I'll just go wherever the job takes me. If I transfer to another state, I'm good. I can do this. But then once we got married, I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere else. My husband's pretty stable and established right here in Washington State. So that just kind of was no longer an option for me. So I started Paparazzi, and it was an escape. I had some things going on in my life that were very tough. They were hard to do, and they would just fill my mind. It just filled my mind, and so I started Paparazzi, and every time I would order, or every time I would have a party, or every time my concentration was on Paparazzi, I didn't have to think about life. And I think that was my biggest thing, was I needed an escape. I needed something fun. And this was what I found here. It was fun. There was no pressure. I loved when ladies would come and they're like, this is $5? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's only $5. And it made them happy, and that made me happy. And I found joy again through that. And it just really, it really helped in that aspect. And then once things settled down in my personal life, and I didn't have all that filling my mind. Couple years down the road, my job was not renewed. My contract was not renewed, and I found myself without a job. And I thought, well, I have Paparazzi. I always wanted to do it full time, and I always figured I would do it full time. Didn't think I would do it now full time, but I'm gonna, okay, all right. So let's delve into this and let's make this work. I've been doing Paparazzi for two years now, with no other job, just this one here. And I absolutely love it. I get up in the morning, I fix my coffee, I have breakfast, I visit with my husband before he goes to work. Once he goes to work, TV goes off, news gets shut off. I go into my office and I go to work too. And then I have so much fun in my office and doing what I do. And the money is fabulous, but I think for me, peace of mind is even better. I love what I do. I have fun doing what I do. And my motto was always, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing it? If you can't have fun, what's the point? I mean, that's kind of where I'm at in life. And I've always thought that, but I've never actually been able to really get there. And Paparazzi got me there. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my job before. I loved my job. I loved the people that I worked for or worked with and for. And, I loved my employees. I loved what I did. But with this is totally fun. This is fun. I love going through jewelry. I love selling jewelry. I love going live. I love talking to people. This is just so right up my alley that it is just the best. And I know it's not for everybody, but it is for me. And it may be for you. You never know unless you look into it. So anyway, that is what Paparazzi has done for me. Bye.